Hello everybody, welcome again to my channel. I haven't been live for a while, or I haven't done a video for a while with my face in the camera. I've become camera shy. There are those of us sometimes get camera shy like me. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about how I funded my college education. One of the reasons why I decided to do this video is because I listen to a lot of YouTube videos and see the amount of students that are in debt up to their neck, and not just students but people in general are up to their neck in debt. And a lot of people just think that the only way forward or the only way to get an education is to take out a student loan. You know, I am proud of myself because when I decided to go to college back in 1993, it was in Jamaica, West Indies College, it never dawned on me to go and get a student loan. It just was not a part of my philosophy to take a loan. And I was young, like a lot of young people, giddy-headed, as you can say, you know, but I don't know, some of us, we just order our life differently. I never ever thought about taking out a student loan. What I did was to, I resigned from my job, applied to, after I got through to go to college, and I decided that every summer, in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, they have these books that they sell, children's books about teenagers, educating them, books on marriage, books on the Bible stories for kids, medical books, man. And I took up those books and I got myself a big suitcase, you know, called a Samsonite. And I went door to door, office to office, selling books like crazy. I was a madman trying to sell in those books because I got my student, I got my college fee to pay. And so I did this every summer that God sent. And I've been to college for 4 years. And within 4 years, I got my 4-year degree. And there are some people that I went there and I saw them. They were there when I came there, and I left them in college still struggling. I don't know. Some of us, we just order our life differently because of how our philosophy and how we view life, you know. Many people are procrastinators, time wasters. Many people are not good with money. They're careless with money. They squander their money. But I'm not saying this to be, you know, inconsiderate of others, but I just think that how we order our life will determine the quality of life that we have. So I, at the end of my 4 years, got my bachelor's degree. And how much did I owe the college? Zero. Yeah, zero. Well, during that 4 years, God was good to me. You know, He's always good to me. But during that 4 years, God was good to me. There were times when, like my mother would chip in with a little help. Not much, but yeah, I got a little help. But the last year of my college degree, I owed the college $10,000. And a gentleman that was a friend of the family, I don't know if somebody told him or how this guy found out that I owed the college $10,000. And the guy called me and he asked for my account number, and the guy sent exactly $10,000. Maybe he called the college and find out how much I owe and just pay it. But however he did it, God was so good to me in using this person to sent me that $10,000. So I graduated debt free, and I got my job just a few months after graduating college. So I look back and I say, that was a good decision, because most people, they owe the college, they're in all kind of financial rut and situation because some people are just plain lazy. So right now, the Americans and the Canadians are in so much debt, the students, because they only think that there's one way is to get a degree, and that is to go and borrow some money. And then you have that noose tied around your neck. It's not always the case, my friend. You can do a part-time job. You can do part-time job on campus, off campus. You don't have to live on campus. There's no great advantage in living on campus. You can live off campus, do a job, do your education. Even if it stretches a little longer, you can do that. I don't see the reason why people are burying themselves in so much debt. It's just a matter of just, okay, you think that the money is free, so you're going to take the free money, get your college education. And the worst thing about college these days is that majority of the things that you learn when you are to get a job, you're not getting a job in that field. Trust me on that. You're not getting a job in the field that you're studying. And the moment that you graduate, you got to start paying back those student loans. So my encouragement to you today is, there's a better way out. There is a better way out than drowning in student debt. Get a job. Get a summer job, whatever job it is. Take your time. Be diligent. Go work and study. Work and study. Work and study. Don't feel that the only way forward is to bury yourself and your family with a big student loan. Even while I came here, leave Jamaica to migrate to Canada, I was tempted to take out a $40,000 student loan, but when I stop and think about my age and think about everything, I say, something? $40,000 is going to be a noose around my neck. And I just decided, you know what? I'm too old for college now. Well, not just the old, but I check about the situation that I would get myself in. I would be getting a degree in counseling, master's degree in counseling. And after that, I would be getting, when I check out what kind of job I can get, I would be getting like entry-level jobs, and most of the job is like part-time, or you get 35 hours, or the rate is not so bad, but the hours are poor and all of that. So I say, something, I don't want this. And I just decided not to go to college. Because I'm learning and understanding, it's not about your education. It's not about how much education you have in this life. It's about your smartness. It's about what you're able to do with money, how you treat money, yeah? It's about how you treat money. And a lot of people, they don't know how to treat money. They treat money as if they think it's a free-for-all, so they go and they get this lot of debt on their backs, and they think that they won't pay it back. Many people don't even know what a budget is. I have learned to understand that budgeting is very important. Budgeting, while I don't follow a strict budget, but it helps you to know you need your income, your expenses. You gotta know that outright. Maybe this should be another video, and I know I've done a few videos on that. You gotta have a budget. You gotta know where your money is going. You gotta know how much you're getting and where they're going. And when you know where your money is coming from and how much you're spending, you're able to just stick to a plan. But if you just feel that, okay, I don't need to follow a budget, I know I get an income, and so I just go out and I just spend willy-nilly, just spend as I like. No, it's no good, my friend. You'll end up in big trouble. Because I've done the math. Right now, I would mind buying a brand new car, or a nicer car than the one I'm driving. I wouldn't mind a nicer house. I wouldn't mind, nicer stuff. But when I look and I see the budget, I said, there's nothing left after my income. There's nothing left. There's barely anything left to save. So what do? I don't take out a car. I don't overspend on my credit card. I try to use my credit card like cash. If I go to the supermarket or the store or whatever and I have say $100 in my account and I need to buy something for $50, I use my credit card, pay the $50, and then from the account I do online banking. I just pay back the $50 right to the card right away. And that's how I try to manage my credit card, because you see, if you just keep on spending on that credit card, before you know it, and all these deductions going through my credit card, no, I'm not into that. I don't even want any merchants be having any monthly on my credit card. Maybe that's another video too, how to deal with credit cards, because a lot of people are indisciplined about these things. You can have a credit card and not get into trouble by just you just use it as cash. You have the cash, you buy the thing with the credit card, you use the cash to pay it back. Done. If you don't have the cash, don't use the credit card. It's simple as that. But a lot of people, what they do that get themselves into a lot of trouble is that they have the credit card and they say $3,000 you can spend. And they go out spending $2,000 out of it without thinking of the consequences later on. And credit card interest rate is not easy. It's a lot of interest rate. You're not getting more than about 2% on your money in a bank. But when the credit card companies are charging you on the credit card, they're charging you 19 and 20%. And if you're late, you're looking at 22 to 23, 25%. So, anyway, I don't want to make my video too long. You don't have to drown yourself in debt. Do your budget. Know how much coming in. Know what is your monthly expenses and stick to it. And if you have to eat rice and sardine and drink water to wash it down, then do so. But don't go and eat steak when you can only afford rice. When you can only afford rice and sardine. Stick to what you can afford. I don't have a brand new car because I cannot manage a $500 payments per month. So for me, it's out of the question. I get bombarded every day with my email. Canada Drive, this, that. Oh, you can get a car, just drive away, zero down, blah, blah, blah. And I'm saying to myself, okay, so what's the payment is going to be? Oh, $500 a month. Where's that going to come from? It's not in my income. It's not in my budget. So I will, if I do that, I may feel good about the car, but later on I'm going to feel bad because guess what? When I can't manage my payments, it's going to be hell and misery. So if you want peace of mind, you've got to manage your money, do your budget, know what's your income, know what is coming in, and know where the rest is spending. Know all of your bills. You got to know all of your bills and you know, you have a little room as well for miscellaneous and all of that, because if you follow those principles, you will not be in the crisis that a lot of people are in today. A lot of people, oh boy, I could talk from now till next never. I have to be resorting in America and Canada to be living in their vans. How can you live like that? To be living in like a tiny house? How can you live like that? Well, I mean, I would live in a tiny house. I've done it before, you know. But the whole point of the thing is, we determine our life by what the choices that we make. Life is about choices. Yeah. I want to end on that note. Life is about choices. Nobody forced you to take the student loan. So you don't have to. Nobody forced you to take the credit card. Nobody forced you when you get the credit card to overspend. Nobody forces you to take on a mortgage you can't afford. Nobody forces you to go to a college you can't afford. Nobody forces you. It's about choice. Make the right choice. You hear me? Take care of yourself. I'll see you another time. Bye-bye.